Hello guys, it's Paula, and I am back today for us to do decorations on the inside. Not decorations, but you know what I mean. To decorate the inside or to finish the inside. So this is the Windows book, and I should have it finished by the end of this week. So I am going to start at the beginning. I don't have everything in the world finished that we need to finish, but I've got a lot, so we can go from here. If we need to make anything extra, I'll get that made and in the book. And then this would be probably the last video on this before I do the flip through. But this book is turning out really cool, I think. It is bright and colorful, but not over the top. And we're gonna decide what we're gonna put where. That's what we're gonna do right now. Well, the first thing I want to do with these two pieces of ephemera is I want to put these under. This is like a journaling card to go under one of the belly bands, and it says thoughts. I like to put things on here to help you think about what you want to journal about. Just kind of, you don't have to journal about that, but it's just kind of fun. So it has a little space right here. I'm sorry, I got hair dye under my fingernails and glue all over my hands, so please excuse me. That's what most crafters' hands look like, right? Only this is hair dye. So it's pretty much black. Okay, and so this little index card I made, I just put up my last window on it, and I put Dreamer out to the side, and up here I put Life. And then I just stuck a cute little card in there just for looks, just because. And then on the back it says Imagine. So I like to do thought-provoking type words on there. And so I'm going to flip through here to see if I can find where I put the belly bands. In the first signature, I put the flip up. So that means we should have the belly band in the first one, or the second, or the third. This is the flip. Pretty cool, huh? I thought it turned out pretty cool. You flip it up, and you got some paper under there. Pretty neat. I found this, it's not lace, but it's like a, kind of like a crocheted or knitted fabric for that portion. Now, we'll go over to the second signature, because that's where I believe the belly band is. But I don't remember where I put it. Right there it is. So, I think we're going to put this yellow one in here. Now, I didn't put anything on the front. I thought that you might want to write on the front too, but you can write on the back. So, so there's that. We've got one page done. Ha ha. I glued those in ahead of time because I wanted to make sure they were good and dry before we started this. Okay. Now I'm looking for a side tuck. And I don't remember where I put it. I just know it's in the third signature. So we'll just find it. Where did I put it? I hope you guys are having a great day. So far, mine's actually been pretty good. But I will tell you, I got my results back. And it wasn't perfect news, but it doesn't have anything to do with bone decay. So that's what I was mostly concerned about. So the bone is not decaying. Not in areas that are so bad, like I had told you before. They scared me to death. And so it's not that, but I do have an injury. I have a tear on what they call the labrum. And I have extreme inflammation and extreme swelling. And reading those reports takes a genius, but, really it just takes a doctor. And I have no idea what some of it says because my doctor won't be back till the 19th of August. Isn't that lovely? But anyway, I will be having to have some surgery on that. I just don't know when. It probably won't be until like November. I have too much going on, and I guess I'm going to have to end up getting an injection to kind of calm it down, hopefully. There it is. There's our side tuck right there. And so hopefully this will fit here. If not, we'll swap them out. You know what? I think we're going to have to swap them out. Of course. Let me put the other one over here. This is what I do. I just decide which one's going where. Hope it fits there. If not, then I switch them around. So, I'm going backwards here. I think this is my favorite book so far as how the book is loaded in and bound. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, but it just is. Okay, we're looking for signature. That's not signature 1. We need signature 2. It's in signature 2, and we'll swap it around. There it is. So I don't want the tab on the inside, and that's why I decided to swap it around. And on the back, it says Imagine. I don't know if I showed you that or not. I think I did. So see, that's better. Nothing gets bent this way. And, of course, they always slide around a little bit, but oh well, it's okay. All right, so now we're going to put this one over here. So right there it goes. Now, this is making me think that maybe something, boy, I might have to shorten it a little bit. I don't want this to get bent up. How about we do that? I'm going to put a marker there. Let's see. I'm going to trim it just a little bit so that we have, clearance. I don't want this, I don't want it to be so short that you can't really journal in it, but I also want it to be where it doesn't get bent up. So there we go, which took a little bit off, 1/8 of an inch, about. Now we have to ink it. Got to get my dauber. That's what I call it, dauber. My dauber. Okay. Didn't interfere with anything on the back. Okay, so now this is going to go right here. And I might come back and do something to decorate that. It looks this looks plain. And to me, we need some kind of something. And I don't know what yet, but we'll do something to that at some point. Look at this old typewriter book. And you can see where someone took their notes on it. I love that kind of stuff. Okay. So now we also have this. We didn't make this together. I did this on a day. I had this already made. We made it together, I think. So I just had some extra window pages. And so I thought, well, I'll just cover them and see what I come up with. And I added a button up here instead of a punched hole. And I added some of this knitted type trim. And then here's a place to put notes. And then I just covered this. So there's no anything here. But on the side here, we have collaged text pages. And there's a pocket right there. There's actually 3, but I'm only putting stuff in 2. And here's the other one. It's butterflies. Yeah. And so the other one is right here, but there's actually one in between. Let me get right here where you can see. One in between right there too. See it? Yeah. So you'll have an extra one to put something you want to hide. Some little mystery journaling. And then here's how this ended up. Now, I'll probably end up gluing this portion down. I'm thinking this may or may not work for this book, but I'm hoping that it will. I'm thinking, I don't usually use the centers for anything, but in this book I didn't have any specific beautiful center. The windows were really the focus, and so I'm thinking maybe we can put this right here. We can glue it on right here. And we can either bring it down here and we could make a tuck, but see, it will stick up and it will interfere with this book folding. So I'm thinking we could either just clip it in or something. I think I'm going to wait on this and think, but I know that whoever gets this book will get this. I just don't want it to make the book over the top bulky, but it would be good to slide in between signatures like this, and when you close the book, you've got it closed. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I made it for. I was going to check after I made it. I thought I should check and see if that will actually attach somewhere, but it doesn't matter because it's going in there one way or the other. Just FYI. Okay, so I just made up stuff. Didn't have a plan for anything, you guys. Honestly, I feel like my camera is slanting. I hope it's not. If it is, I apologize. I don't know why it looks like it's taken in the picture just fine. So, let's get busy. So, I did make this cute little book that's full of paper. It's just simply one of the digital kit pages. And I'm going to put that in there somewhere when we decide on what pocket, whether it goes here or there. Now, I did make a library card. I think we did that together. I'm not going to put it on these front pages because I don't want to interfere with how it looks. But we are going to put it right here on the inside. Now, because it's still a library card, right? So it still needs to be where we can actually use it. I'm looking here thinking, do I want to put it on a these are flimsier pages, or do I want to put it further in the book? Now, we all know that we can do what we want with these little library cards. I think I like it better there. And the reason is this is heavier, and it's the closest one to the front, other than this side, which I kind of like that, too, with that green background. Let's do that. Okay, now I'm going to prop something behind. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want to prop something behind my book to kind of keep it from flipping over the other direction. Yeah. Now, I'm wondering, do we want to make that also a tag? A tuck, I mean. Let's do that. That'd be fun, right? I got to move this thing out of the way. It's getting in my space. Okay. So let's just glue down 3 sides so we don't have to worry about not being able to put the tag in here. I think it'd be better to have another place to put a tag. Whoops, well, we know what I got to do with that now, don't we? Got to wipe that off. No question about it. I really need something a little wet. Let me grab a wipey. I'm not going to soak it or anything, but just kind of get it to let loose of the glue, hopefully. And what do? I pull out 2 wipies instead of 1. We'll use it. Okay. Let's get that off of there. Right. Get over, get over, get over. I don't really like to use anything wet on it because, you know, it does interfere. It will thin your paper, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. It's not bad enough to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here, kind of toward the edge of the book. And hold it down for a minute. Don't look at my nasty fingernails. They're full of ink and dye. I didn't look at them before I got started, and boy, I should have. Okay, that looks crooked, doesn't it? Right here. So I'm just going to move it over a little bit. Just straighten it up. Where is my eraser? So we want to make sure we don't have any glue on here because it glues the pages together. You guys know the ropes to how I do things, but the newbies might not. So anytime I have glue oozing out anywhere, some people it drives crazy that I want to get it off, but if we're going to do this process on camera, I have to. You know how it works. Okay. I always make sure nothing's sticking so that the pages don't end up attaching to each other. That just ruins your book. I mean, you'll have this one page you can't get to, and that's not cool. Okay. All right, let's make sure how things are looking down here. And I'm looking here, and I can see all kinds of glue coming out of there. I'm using my fingernail to try to get any excess. Now, I'm going to get the glue off here, but then I'm going to clip this because it's kind of bulky. I'm going to clip it onto the page and give it a chance to dry. I think getting my head at the right angle so I can see if we have anything coming out of importance. But I don't think so. Let's take this big paper clip. And my goal here is to just make sure we keep the bottom portion down. And then, oh my goodness. Gotta get a clip out. Let's put a clip on here, on this, right here on this side. And right here. Okay, now we've got those drying, and that doesn't take very long. You guys know it just takes a few minutes. But I want to give it that opportunity to dry. Okay, so I'm wondering if I shouldn't push this back and over and then allow another clip to go up here. Let's do that. Okay, so that is held down pretty good. So let's think about what. Now I'm going to have to make a library card to go in there. I haven't done that yet. So really what we need to start doing is putting pockets. All the pockets on that we want to add on here. Let me drag them all out here. Now I know there's, I'm looking here. There's also this, which is really turned out cute, I think. I made a side tuck here, and I put think. Just looks like a place you could sit and think. And then I put a journaling card in here. another thinking spot, and then it says wish. So while you're thinking, do some wishing. Okay, now we're gonna, this is a pocket, see? And we're going to, it's glued right here on the front, and I just rounded the corner down here. Just do something different. And it's going to be kind of like this. We're going to have to clamp it in. So we put this big thing in the first signature. Let's put this in the second signature somewhere. Somewhere. I'm going to move things so you guys can actually see. I think it's getting harder and harder to get everything into the camera. Okay, now we're on signature 2. It has 3 total. Let's find a cool place to put this pink window. Let's see. I don't want to cover up anything that has journaling lines on it. Right here would be pretty. Look at this. Woohoo! Pink and green. See, that's perfect, and it has the rounded edge toward the inside, which makes sense. So we're going to be able to put something in here. Now, I do have more than one thing. Here is a Hermelinda tag we could put in there, but that's a little bit too much pink. So you might be asking, what is a Hermelinda tag? Well, you'll find out. I'll show you. And then we have this one that says sunshine. And you can tell a story on the back. And I got into the little sayings for each spot. So we have this yellow, but we really don't have yellow anywhere else. So, see what else we've got. We'll just keep going till we find what we want to use. Here is a journaling card. Oh, that goes in the envelope. I haven't made everything. I thought we could make some stuff together if we have time. So I'm just going to put this in here and not worry about what's going in there. I do have a pocket right here, so I'm just going to glue the whole thing down. Because it's too bulky to have another pocket, I feel like. It wouldn't be good. It'd cause too much bulk. So I'm getting really low on this glue, and I'm ready. I'm always ready to get a new bottle. I actually went and bought some yesterday. Okay. There we go. All right. Hold it down. Let that kind of attach itself. So, we got our tub. I know you guys have heard me talk about this, but pretty much that's what I've done this week. So that's pretty much what I've got to talk about. They've got our tub in, and they did a good job. The pit's in there right now. We've got to clean it tonight. But, and we're going to paint the wall and do several different things. The only thing I didn't like was, well, there's a couple things. I didn't like that it only comes with chrome. That really pretty chrome. Not the brushed, but the actual chrome. But the tub itself is really cute. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but it's like a major big chair sitting in the bathroom, only in the shape of a tub. I know. It has lights inside. It has 3 different speeds of jets. And you have the jets are up and down your back, and then down the back of your legs and on your feet. And it just, I can go on, and it heats. Yeah. And it has a shower head. But you just pick it up and you can just sit there and do your hair and Yeah, I'm all for that. Anyway, so I'm excited to get it used, and especially now that I've hurt my hip and I'm going to have it fixed. It'll make life a lot easier during my recovery. But, and I don't know what all they're going to do with my hip because it had multiple things wrong. So I think I have some other tears besides just the main tear. I looked up a bunch of words, I'll just tell you that much. And when I would read about it, it was things that would need to be repaired. So his nurse didn't give me every little detail. Excuse me. But I guess that's good enough. I'm just gonna clip the two bottom sides. You know, it looks like it's attaching really well. We don't have any seepage. Yeehaw, which is my Okie word. No glue oozing out. So that helps a lot. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this. Yeah, let's do like that. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got pocket after pocket after pocket. Those are envelopes. I'm trying to find some pockets here. Now, I am concerned that these are all small pockets. I may have to go back and make some bigger ones. We'll just see. Okay, right now, I don't know. But I don't know how I missed making bigger ones. I normally do. Okay, so I want to put these are both sitting on the same type of paper and the same side. Look at these little birds. These are wood birds. And I ran up on them while I was working on this book. And I thought, oh, I want to use these birds. Because they would be out hanging outside your window, right? So, I've got two of these. I'm going to put one in signature 1 and one in signature 2. Normally, I do one direction and one the other. But when I cut it out, I didn't realize I wasn't flipping it. I probably had something distracting me. So, this looks really kind of cute, doesn't it? Let's see, this green and yellow and blue. That's different. I'm looking to see what other ones I have. I don't think any of them would look better than that. So, we're putting it there. And I decided I just needed to start. I kept thinking I needed to make some more things. And then I decided, well, I really just need to put them in and see what we've got from here. And that's why we're doing it now. Because my container got full. And I figured, my container's full. It's time to move on and put this stuff in first. Now, I made these. All my pockets are really for smaller things. So I know I'm going to have to do some bigger pockets. But, all right. Let's pull this up so you can see. It goes right there in the corner. Oops, of course. Got my hand on top of it for a second. I like to hold these down because it makes such a difference. So the end of October, no, the 1st of October, I'm supposed to have a retreat. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, if they have enough people. Usually it's over 100 people, but I don't think they're expecting that many this year. And so, and hopefully it goes on. And then, and that's like the 8th and 9th of October or something like that. And then we have, I say we because I'm talking about my sister. We have another retreat in November which we went to last year and was so much fun. But it was freezing outside, okay? It's the first weekend in November, and it was freezing. It was awful. Anyway, there we go. That's all nice and glued down. All right. Let me make sure there's no glue going anywhere. It's hard to see on some paper. Yeah, I'm going to clip that right there so it stays on. That corner would be the one thing that would have a hard time. Okay. And we're going to put this clip right here to hold this down. Yeah, went right off the page, didn't I? All right. So that's that one. Now let's go add the other one to either the second or third. Probably the third. And see, I think it'd look pretty on this yellow. It would have looked pretty on this yellow if we'd had one over here. Which I messed up on. So I might have to make another one at some point and decide where to put that. So we've got, has to be a color that looks good with, you know, green and yellow. And is on the right side of the page. I don't think the orange would. I think that'd be too much. Let's see what's back here. Now here's another blue, and it looked good on blue. Let's see. Yeah, I want to do this because look at the background. Well, look at the building around the window. I think that will look good. So let's put that one there. If I can hang on to it. All right. My glue keeps drying on the end. It's causing me problems, but it's going in the trash pretty soon. Okay, now let's flip this around. Get the glue here. All right. Okay, now I'm going to put it right here in this corner. So one of the places that I'm going is the Play All Day, which is sponsored by, or not sponsored, but put on by a husband and wife. And she used to go and be a vendor in all of the big vendor fairs they used to have around. But she doesn't do that now, and she's very popular. Everybody loves her. So she's puts on these Italian dinner buffets in hotels all around the U.S. And I think she does a cruise once a year. I've never done that. I'm sorry. I don't want to go on a cruise and sit and scrapbook or do albums or make cards or work on journals, whatever you want to call it. When I go on a cruise, I don't want to concentrate on anything but the sun and the water. We used to concentrate on snorkeling, but I tell you what, that is too much work for me now. Although I love to do it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put this right here. Now, we can't put it by our little bird because we may have to put a clip there instead. Because he's dimensional. These are little pieces of wood The little birds are, oh, wait a minute. I think I see some glue right there. I do. We don't want our, where did the glue, where did the adhesive remover go? It's right here. It's not real bad, but I don't want it to glue the clip down. This fiber tack is strong enough that it could. Better. Okay. So I'm going to glue that right there, or hold that down right there. And then I think I'm going to put a clip where the little bird is, because we don't want it to, I'm going to do like this and then put it, my last clip. So I'm going to have to take some out pretty soon. But I know a lot of people just glue them down and go. But I like to know that they're going to stay together when whoever gets it receives it. Okay, so there we go. We'll go back and take those out in just a moment. Okay. Now, let's look at the other pockets we have. We have this one and this one, and it is a set. Look how cute those are. And then we have a couple smaller ones. Now, I just didn't want to overload with giant pockets, but we are going to have some big pockets too. But right now, we're just concentrating on these. Now, this is the center of the third signature, or the second signature, and I'm thinking this is where we can put these. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you putting them in the corner? Well, I just think it helps down in here. But you can put them in, and these are two different sizes, so we really could just put them on separate pages. Can't use that, but this one would look pretty on here. So let's do that. It's small, but we're going to make some small tags to fit in it. Okay, but right now we're just doing pockets. We're just putting pockets and stuff that needs to be glued down in our book. And then we'll kind of flip through it and see what we need. Probably won't get it finished today, but I'm going to try. Let's see. Let's go like this. I like it over to the side. Well, for one thing, putting it on the side is good if you want to clip it down and make sure it stays down. And that's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do. Okay, let's see what we can unhook. Let's do one up. Let's unhook the first thing we did, which is not that, which is the library pocket. Yeah, now see, that makes such a difference. You don't have to worry about one corner because there's kind of a curve in your book. That's where you usually have problems, is where the curves are. And that is why I don't want to take a chance. Now, I have this with a little butterfly, and there's always butterflies out and about, and this is dry. So let's see if we can get it. I think it's going to be a perfect fit. I like that. I like it. Yeah. So that one's taken care of. We just have to put the library card in here. And let's move back to where we were. Where were we, by the way? Right here. This looks like it's staying down pretty good because we don't have it so wide that it's going into this big dip. So I think that one's sticking down. We don't have to clip it. Okay, so now let's find some place for these other ones. We got two with the same background, and then we have this little green one. It's actually the smallest. I don't know how I got all these small ones. I must have not realized it. Here's another nice place. This would look good here, I think. Ooh, yeah. Let's put that there. I think that's a good place. That one. Okay. Put some glue here. I figure we'll make some tags and some journaling cards and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if we'll have time to do that together. I'll just have to see how things fall. Yeah, there we go. That one's staying too. Excuse me. Felt like something was not like it needed to be. Okay, so let's go back to, we put the second one in the second signature. Now we're going to go back to the first signature. And let's see which one will look good with the next one. Here's this. I like that. It's going right there. Sold for $10. Not really. I hope I'm not boring to you guys. I really don't have a lot to talk about. My life is pretty calm most of the time. I hang out with my friend Pat or my friend Sharon and Jennifer and, you know, some of the friends that I scrapbook with, but it's pretty quiet around our house. My daughter used to live just up the street and it was never quiet. I kind of miss that, but we've been having the grandkids over every few weeks. So probably next week or the week after we'll have my son's daughter, and we'll have his three. Will have had their summer few days at Grammy and Pawpaw's. I try to do it every year. And then this year I'm going to do my daughter's children too. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I just got to get it all done before I have to have my procedures done. So I'm going to have a point where I do like Gail and get way ahead. Okay, so that one stuck in just fine. And we have one more of those. And so I'm thinking, I'm going to take the clips off of everything now. I think everything should be pretty much taken care of. Let's do this one too. Because they kind of get in your way. I don't need them in my way. Okay, there's one more over here. See if it's dry. Yeah, it's good enough. Let's take these off and then we can move on. Okay. Looking good. Now, I want to find a spot for this last one. Nope, too much of the same color does not look good, right? Let's see what's here. It's gray. Kind of looks good with the sky, doesn't it? Yeah, let's put that there. That was easy. I'm not even looking to see if there's one on the next page. I'm just going with what feels right. And then I can, you know, if I need to add more, I can. Okay. Come out of there. All right. So this is the last one like this. Gonna hold that down. I can see that that one's leaking a little bit on the very bottom, right here. So I do have a question for you guys. I know a lot of people don't comment. I know I'm getting views because I see the numbers, but I would love it if you guys that do leave comments, or even if you don't and you would like to this time, tell me something that you would like to do with my channel. What is a project, or any suggestions on something you haven't seen on my channel you'd like to see? And if I can accommodate, I will. If it's something I can do and do it justice, I will happily do that. Just leave a comment below what that would be. Okay, now that one's in. Now let me go over here and see what we have left. We have a lot of things that need to go into pockets, but these are all too big. Now this is a Hermelinda tag I was talking about a minute ago. It's got two little brown birds. And this is a very old button that I found in my mom's stash of buttons. And that is what made me think of putting memory on there. What are some of your memories of someone special? Or if you don't want to do that, what are some good memories of someone special? Okay, so, and then I just put this cute little clip on there. I thought it was cute. And here is another Hermelinda tag. At least that's what I hear Gail call them. And this little little wooden bench right there. Nice, added some sari silk around it. And this one folds up. And this one says thoughts. So you got one that folds up, one that folds out. I always try to do both of them when I use those. And this is just a pasture of sunflowers. So I did shine and sunshine. And back here, we want to know the story. Now, I did make this envelope out of Edith Holden paper. And it's got butterflies on it. And some of them I added, like this one, which is still Edith Holden's. And I put fly. Here's the back of the envelope. And then I did a journaling card to go inside there that says wings. So it's going to go just like this. We're going to slide it right in with the front side out. Look at that, how nice that is. So this will go in, we'll clip it on a page when we're all done and decide where we want it. This is one of the very long tags that we've made together before, and it's just collaged. It's a piece of paper folded over, and you just leave a little space right here for like a background to these little journaling cards. And I put, there's love within. Yeah, this looks like a window in a house that once had love inside. Here's a little window inside to journal on. There's nothing on the back of those. You can make those whatever you want. You can make any of them what you want. You can take them off or cover them. Here's another cute little window. And this is a little journaling card too. And it looks like it hasn't been inked. How did I miss that? Right? I try not to. So I have a really good idea for a book, but I have to do my design team project first, and then Well, I don't think I do. I don't think it's due right now. I might have time to do it before I do the next one. I'm not going to tell you what it is, so quit asking. No, I'm just kidding. It is going to be where we do some mixed media type thing to the outside of the book. You heard me. I know, it sounds crazy, but that's what the plan is. I'm going to put these back over here until we know where we're going to put them. Now, we do have 2 more envelopes that actually came with the kit. Well, if you want to call it a kit, it was just a bunch of window papers and 2 envelopes and the little sheet of journaling cards, which was plenty. So here's this little window. You flip it over, and I did a little, wait a minute, which way? There it goes. You can see the little stairs right here. Little collage journaling card for that says dreams. I just visualized sitting on those stairs dreaming, or inside that window. So let me get this in here. Hopefully it didn't stick on the inside. You know, sometimes that happens. Oh, just one little spot right there, and it's fine. Stick this inside. And there we go. So that's 2 windows we have, or 2 envelopes we have. And here is the way this one goes. It says journey. We're going to put it inside this envelope. Slide it down. And there you go. Now, this would be perfect to put another window journaling card, and I haven't decided yet on that, but I kind of like the cleanness of it too. So I have this little book. Let's see if it fits, this little paper pad. Let's see if it fits anywhere that we've got finished. I wonder if it fit inside here. Let's just see. Might be perfect spot for this. Or, you know what? This might be a perfect spot. Let's see if this is deep enough. I think it will be, because we do need something deep for this big tag. I'm going to put it down in there as soon as I get enough room to slide it down in there. My desk is so cluttered. You wouldn't believe I clean it up every day, but sometimes it's hard to believe. Yeah, this is the perfect spot for this. It's still going down there. Okay, so there we go. We've got a pocket with 2 pockets, a pocket with, or a tag with 2 pockets, and then we have a tuck here on the top of the pink envelope. Yeah, I think that looks good together because we've got green and we've got blues and pinks, every color you can imagine. So now we need to find a place for, let me look. We still have a ways to go on this book, don't we? You never know. I forget that when I was doing all this, I forgot that it was 3 signatures. Because normally I do 2, but I liked the way this turned out. I'm looking to see if we have someplace we want to tuck. I don't know if this, I think this is too small. We got to have small tags. So that's what I'm going to go to work on, is some small tags. And let's see here. I think I want to, I have this one paper bag here. Has blue in it because I hadn't done much blue. Ooh, I kind of like it right there. You know, let me see what's in the second signature that I might like too. It needs to be around something blue. I feel like it does. So, not there. Start going back this way. We do have fold-out pages in here too. Let's see. Don't like that as well. Well, I'm being picky, aren't I? Can't decide, but I know there's got to be something blue in here somewhere, right? Because we had a lot of blue pages. And there you go, right there. That's the spot. Like it. Now it has a pocket in here in the sack, and then it has a small pocket here. Now for the small pocket, I did make a journaling card, but I don't know if that's going to fit in here or if it's going to be what I want. It really isn't. It needs to have a small little tag. It doesn't have a deep pocket. So we'll come up with something for in there. I kind of like something that stays down here, shows off the tags, and then whatever we decide to put in there. Now, I think I'm going to put it right here. And we're only going to have the pocket from right there. Okay, let's do it. Come out of there. It's starting to make that noise, you know, that it makes when it's time to be tossed. I'm going to get into my, oh, I know what else I have to use for pockets. I forgot about those. I did some pockets that are not bulky because I didn't want it to have too much bulk. The old-timey pockets where they don't have any hinges, or not hinges, what do you call it? The flaps on the back to make them dimensional, more dimensional. I didn't put anything like that on here yet, but I've got them made. Okay, so let's put our sack right here, which I think makes a great pocket, Gail. This was Gail's. I saw Gail make a bunch of these, and I used them. I did use some like this way back when I first started, but I haven't really used them since. But they're just a real good way to do a pocket. Got it on my dictionary page. Let me get it off here. Okay. Let me make sure there's nothing oozing out here. It was trying to, so I'm wanting to make sure. Over here. Okay, now see, this one's trying to pop up on the side. So we're going to put the clips on this to hold it and keep it down, especially on this inside right here and on the outside. Doesn't take much for them to pop up. This has so much glue on it, I can't imagine it going anywhere. But I am going to put one little clip like this on here, on this corner, because it just, I don't trust it. And this up here is doing great. Over here is doing great. And I think in this one, in this pocket, let me get over here. I think we can put that on this big pocket here. I'm looking to see what we've got. I think we can put this in there, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what comes along when we need it. Okay, so I'm going to get, let me see. Oh, we're out of time. I was going to get the flat pockets and we could do them together. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know that I'm not as outgoing as some of the ladies. I'm quieter. And I hope that doesn't bother you guys. But I do know how to craft. And I hope that you will join me every single time. And thank you for subscribing, guys. I appreciate you all. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And click on that little bell. If you haven't clicked on that little bell and you're watching, go down to the subscriber box under my videos and click the bell. And you'll be notified every time I put up a video. I'll talk with you guys next time. Have a great day.